match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Dana Trucking. Learn more and apply today at danatrucking.com.
If you struggle with joint pain, there's good news. You don't need to get back full health. Southwest Medical and Aesthetics offers great non-surgical options for treatment of moderate to severe. Experience little to no downtime from our procedures, and the results are remarkable. They've had 14 years of success with patients in 35 states. You get the fact word of traffic. Learn more about how you can get lasting results for joint pain today at some point or call 402-323-8400.
Heartland International in Lincoln reminds us people today are facing more hardships than ever before. It's becoming all too common to hear that someone has become so desperate that they've taken their own life. People almost always warn those close to them that desperation is near. Be a shoulder to lean on and insist that they seek professional help. This message from Dennis and Penny Nunn at Heartland International in Lincoln, marketing quality products since 1974. Visit heartlandinternational.com. We're stronger when we help one another.
My dream was to work in computing degree, and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. And decided to continue working on the A at Doane. Experience has been life-changing.
Our newest location is now open at 27th and Superior Street. Delta 8 Kratom, all your favorite brands of disposables, e-liquid, and premium THCA flower.
Generation V.
We'll guide you through our extensive collection to help you find the perfect fit.
Generation V.
With locations in Lincoln, Omaha, Seward, York, Kearney, and Beatrice. Visit our newest store, now open at 27th and Superior in Lincoln. GenerationV.com. E6 contain nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started. Hey, Mike, I heard the Finish Line is going to be broadcasting live from Eagle Raceway on September 3rd.
Yes, we will. We are going to do a pre-race Finish Line from 4 until 5. Then Tom and I jump on and do Husker Rewind from 5 until 7. Rebecca joins me again, and we're going to do another hour of TFL from 7 to 8.
Anything else going on?
Like what?
I don't know. Maybe we should see if we can get someone to ride in their two-seat race car.
Yeah. A former Husker. How about that?
Maybe an All-American.
Oh, those 5 franchise rushing records for the Green Packers.
I'm on green. Join 93.7 The Ticket this Sunday live from 4 to 8 for the Race Saver Nationals. Mike Melby, Tom Stevens, Rebecca Pearson, and Husker legend Amon Green will be on hand, bringing you all the dirt track action. That's this 3rd at Eagle Raceway.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service, bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. 402-488-8934, and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-8934, HIS, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
You've worked hard all year, sweating, building, providing. Labor Day is your day. Schaefer celebrates you this Labor Day. Take this opportunity to save on LG appliances for your home. Your hard work should be rewarded. Schaefer's has up to $500 in cashback rebates and interest-free financing on the new LG appliances you deserve. Schaefer's, local, family-owned since 1946.
Working per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today. Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill. Open for lunch and dinner at 10th and P or at 1501 Center Park Road.
Tailored Lights is your go-to local manufacturer and installer of the best landscape lighting. Tailored Lights is excited to highlight the architecture of your home or business and provide a warm environment that feels safe. And for those outside the Lincoln area, they do ship across the country and are happy to work with anyone near or far with lights anywhere from 18 inches to 110 inches. Enhance your curb appeal with an exquisite tailored light today. Call 402-432-2572 or go to tailoredlights.com.
Welcome into the drive with AD and Raff. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, in view of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, wow, 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 wow. All I can say is wow, because I'm still kind of in shock. I'm in shock. I am blown away that we broke a world record at the University of Nebraska. And regardless if you're an alumnus, if you are a Nebraskan, if you're not a Nebraskan, but just a fan of sports, male, female, doesn't matter. Last night was surreal. It was phenomenal. It was record-breaking. It is something that will never be forgotten. It'll be in the books forever. No matter if it's surpassed or not, Nebraska will always be in there in the gall of Nebraska to say, why not us?
So special. Last night was unbelievable. I mean, I woke up. I mean, I was talking to Mark about it. Like, I woke up about 20 minutes before my alarm this morning. And I was like, man, I'm hopping out of bed. Like, I'm feeling good. I'm on. I think a lot of people, especially if you were in attendance last night, are on a pretty emotional high right now.
Yeah.
And understandably so. And I there's just no better way to celebrate it than when. Start out 1-0.
Oh,
The party that is about to go on, not only in downtown Lincoln, but also right here at 330 North 48th Street tomorrow.
I want nice things.
Me too.
You know what? I just yes, unknown texture 3538. Good morning. That's what I want to say. I'm just again. I'm just kind of and it's hard to even talk about it, man. In that there were so many storylines, so many narratives. But something that stuck out to me was those girls, obviously our girls, first and foremost. But to see the gals from UNK in Wayne State be that environment, a smaller school, you figure like home game for them, a Roush's crowd is what? Maybe 100, maybe more than 100 at Wayne State and UNK, a couple thousand.
Yeah.
And to play in that type of atmosphere. And then it kept filling up and filling up and filling up. And then you looked around and it was like holy smokes, this thing's going to happen. It's going to happen. 92,003 people. And my wife goes,
special.
I was one of the 3.
That's
had
awesome.
a lot of friends that were there, man. It was just
so cool.
Okay, when you walk, give me first of all, good morning, Raff. What's happening, brother?
We have to say hello to Raff.
Oh, hey, how are you?
What's wrong, Raff? Time out, Raff. Don't be coming in and ruining this party.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Don't come in and play this big victim card about how you didn't get the stream link. I sent it to you. We're partying over here. All right. Don't come in and be a Debbie Downer or a negative Nelly or Nancy, whatever you want to be. Don't do that. We're not doing that today.
It sent over fine when Rico sent it.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, man.
Hey, you're here now. Life is good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think you need to leave the stream and just gather your emotions.
Oh no, I'm good. I'm good.
And then you can come back when you're ready.
Oh no, I was all excited. You know, I had my number 0 ready to go for today. I mean, just so upsetting.
We won't be able to do our number 0s now? What?
Well, I wanted to start. You know, I was excited. I had a number 0. I was excited.
Well, we got 2 hours. You still got time.
All right.
But he doesn't get to start it off with it.
Yeah.
Raff, go ahead.
Unknown
Raff.
texter said no wet blankets today.
I'm coming in with get my game face on. I mean, the party ended last night. Once everyone cleared out of Memorial Stadium, it's one focus right now. It's game on.
I'm not sure that's the case. I think you came in a little aggressive. I'm going to be honest with you there, Raff.
That's the way I want that defense to come out tonight. Aggressive.
Yeah. Raff, what day is this for you in Grand Island?
I don't know. I'm lost. What is today anyway? Thursday. So what is this? Yeah. I went out there Oh man, this is my week anniversary of being out here. 7 days.
Anniversary. It's called work.
Yep. Well, it hasn't been long enough. Let me tell you, Raff.
Raff, you called work your anniversary.
It's my work anniversary. 7 days.
That's when you know you don't work a lot.
Yeah, I guess when I go to work, no, it's just work.
I work every day.
Don't remind. Time out. Okay, once again, I've said this story before on the air. A week and a half ago, Raff, we're during a commercial break, goes, all right, Grand Island, then I'm off until, I don't know, probably April.
The busy work. I'm always working every day. That phone is on. I'm taking calls. Twitter. I am one man against the machine.
Of course.
Well, let me read a few of these text messages. Anderson says, all I can say is wow, wow, wow. Now go to the Huskers on the money line. The tunnel walk was sick. Yes, it was. Kyle Hooper says, hearing Coach Cook get emotional, saying, why not us? Said it all. I also tear it up. Absolutely, brother. 1768, it was definitely epic. Yes, it was. David, the dad, I was able to take my daughter at the end, and she said it was the best daddy-daughter date ever. That's awesome. At the end, she said that. David, she'll never forget it, brother. Never with you, man. Thanks for that. Big Bird. Got the text in here.
How about this? Chris from Omaha says, my son got to be there doing the photography for the Mavs. He is one of the high school kids that gets to do it for them. He said it was loud. And it was. And that's one thing I do want to talk about later in the show, guys. The atmosphere. There are things we can look at to say, all right, how can we get a close replica to football for football, right? And here we are saying that the loudest environment at Memorial Stadium was for a volleyball game.
3 letters. W-I-N.
Well, it is.
Win.
I think student section had a lot to do with it.
Yes.
I think student section had a lot to do with it.
But you know what? You know why though? You gave them something to see.
You're right. Well,
they have a track of winning.
It is.
It's the product.
Yeah, it's the product.
I think it's the product to an extent, but I also think it's location. And we saw that you're not going to get the students on the field, obviously.
Oh, I get you. Oh, yeah, I got you on that. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Logistics.
If you embrace the fact that it's okay to have a party at Memorial Stadium
Right.
and make this environment a party.
Yeah.
When you're not winning, when you are winning, all of that can draw excitement, and all of it can draw a lot of fan engagement.
You know what, Nick? I see what you're saying now, and you're spot on. In corporate world, there's a thing called a SWOT analysis: strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And Trev and his team, I know they do these things. Trev's got corporate background. You know, what were the strengths of last night? What were the weaknesses of last night? Where are the opportunities? And what you brought up is the opportunities.
Yeah.
Can we find a way to somehow get those students more engaged? Again, though, it comes with those three letters. You got to win.
Absolutely.
But if you can help them win, if you have, to your point, if you have that type of engagement from your student base as well.
But here we are once again, guys, and this is going to be a big talking point. The rest, obviously football's down on the horizon. Even it's past the horizon now. I mean, we're getting to just hours before kickoff as the countdown now. But here's the fact. Here's the fact of the matter. Is that you had your largest crowd for an event in Memorial Stadium, ever, right? You had the largest crowd. You had young kids. You had older folks. You had college students. You sold alcohol. And there were zero issues. And it was the best atmosphere of all time in Memorial Stadium.
Insane.
It was the you're best going of all time? Were you at any games in 95, Nick?
Okay, fine. So I'm talking about with the number of people. I'm talking with the number of people.
Well, 95 didn't have 92,000 people
in
either,
that
Raff.
atmosphere, right? It went. I have not heard a single complaint about last night.
Dude, everything. And Raff, to your point, even those times 95, those, I mean, granted, we were winning. And think about that, which is, I think, is different. We were expected to win in football. We weren't.
Absolutely.
I mean, but to break a world record, I mean, a world record.
Well, I texted you.
I mean, the weather cooperated.
I texted you last night. That atmosphere it reminded me a little bit of Tuscaloosa down in Alabama, where I know it, like what Nick's saying, like creating like that party atmosphere, like during like timeouts and stuff. Alabama, sometimes they don't even do like any, like they don't choose what cup the helmet's under. I mean, that's great and all, and I guess it's some fan participation, but it does nothing to get your crowd like pumped up. Engaged. So when they come back, so usually when Alabama comes back from a commercial, they've done, like they have Dixieland Delight, but they have some sort of song, like a dance, like they were playing the dance songs at the end last night, and everybody was dancing and going crazy. Alabama does that coming out of a timeout, and then they're lathered up and ready to go when the defense runs out on the field. Instead of the cup race is great, but it does nothing to engage your crowd to get ready for the next possession.
My thing is this. We always associate party with being bad. We always associate something that's a party as something negative. And it doesn't have to be. Last night was a freaking party. And it was an unbelievable atmosphere with 92,000 of our closest friends rallying around being as we are Husker fans, as we are Mav fans. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But once again, everybody has this bad connotation and association with party being bad and party being negative, and we need to protect the sanctity of the sport. You can do both.
Yes, you can.
You can do both.
They don't have to be exclusive of each other.
And you want to figure out ways to juice up the environment. Yes, it's win. Obviously, that's the number one thing, and that's the easiest way to get the best kind of fan engagement and numbers and attendance.
Yeah.
But once again, if you improve the fan experience,
man.
And once again, now this is 2 out of 2 events where alcohol has not been an issue.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. This is also where students involved, we saw how not only the impact they can make on the players, but the impact they can make on the entire stadium if they are involved.
Yeah.
And in the third quarter of a game when Nebraska's down by 6 and they're not involved, the entire stadium's not involved.
Right. Absolutely. They bring that energy, man.
They bring the energy. And so you have to embrace that at some point. And at some point, we have to stop associating this word party or this party-like atmosphere at a collegiate sporting event as being this real negative thing that nobody wants to be a part of.
I love Mouth of the South here. He goes, haven't been the biggest volleyball fan, but 2 Long Islands down and the electricity of the crowd had me more into it than anyone in the room. Nothing like that. My man, Mouth of the South. I want to read a few more, and then when we come back, I want to hear your top 2 moments of last night.
Okay.
What was for you? I'm reading a few texts. Bryce says the best part of last night is that Creighton was not included.
Right.
Skater go money talk. What are the alcohol sales totals? I'm not sure on that. Some other ones we got here. I'm gonna try to get to many as I can, folks. Aaron, he says, not to be a downer, but I'm driving around town. I've only seen 2 or 3 Husker flags out on people's homes. Used to be every third house. The football team really needs to start winning again. Aaron, you're spot on, man. It's about the product. Who else we got here? A few more before we go.
We'll see in this Waterboy says the only issue alcohol caused last night were that the lines were long. And I understand that.
That's going to be part
but
of
if you
it.
go to Oklahoma, when I was in Oklahoma in 2021, the lines were long. The lines last night were really long.
They're going to be long anywhere. Again, at a concert, they're going to be long.
People don't care.
No.
Why? Because they're going to wait in line.
Yeah.
They're going to spend $9 for a beer. And if that is what's going to take them over the edge, when guess what? You're not winning.
If that was
Let's do it.
if that was the biggest problem last night, that's not, to me, that's not even a problem. That's the remnants of 92,000 people in the stadium.
My goodness.
Pete Ferguson, man, again, he goes, it was an Olympic type event. It was so good to see Jaden out there basking in that. I mean, she had 4 awesome years down at Northwest Missouri State, and then to come here and play in this event. Again, Pete, to the Ferguson crew, Jaden, well done. Pete, well done. Mama, well done. What a great experience for you guys, one of our own family here at the station as well. Mm-hmm. So, folks, we're going to get to more of these texts we get back real fast before we go. Jimmy the Grill Master says, look what happens when you make tickets more affordable for families to go together and get a younger crowd to fill the stadium.
Amen.
Grill Master, you're spot on, brother. And we're spot on time for a break, and we'll be back and talk more Husker volleyball. And, of course, there is a game tonight up in Minnesota, which we'll talk about that as well. We'll hear Raff's thoughts from there in the Nebraska State Fair. Keys of the game tonight on both sides of the ball, and just Nebraska. We'll be back, folks. It's The Drive with AD and Raff. Nick holding it down. It's The Ticket, 90.7.
Look, we're playing one of the best football teams in the country today, and quite a chance against these guys. Let's face it, we're going to get slaughtered out there. But the good news is that the Nebraska Lottery has scratch and lotto prizes that any one of us could win.
Yeah.
After the game, we're taking the team bus to the nearest Nebraska Lottery retailer to see if we can win big.
Let's go.
So let's get out there and lose with pride.
The Nebraska Lottery. Top prize odds vary by game.
You've worked hard all year, sweating, building, providing. Labor Day is your day. Schaefer celebrates you this Labor Day. Take this opportunity to save on LG appliances for your home. Your hard work should be rewarded. Schaefer's has up to $500 in cashback rebates and interest-free financing on the new LG appliances you deserve. Schaefer's, local and family-owned since 1946.
Heartland International in Lincoln reminds us people today are facing more hardships than ever before. It's becoming all too common to hear that someone has become so desperate that they've taken their own life. People almost always warn those close to them that desperation is near. Be a shoulder to lean on and insist that they seek professional help. This message from Dennis and Penny Nunn at Heartland International in Lincoln, marketing quality products since 1974. Visit heartlandinternational.com. We're stronger when we help one another.
Tailored Lights is your go-to local manufacturer and installer of the best landscape lighting. Tailored Lights is excited to highlight the architecture of your home or business and provide a warm environment that feels safe. And for those outside the Lincoln area, they do ship across the country and are happy to work with anyone near or far with lights anywhere from 18 inches to 110 inches. Enhance your curb appeal with an exquisite tailored light today. Call 402-432-2572 or go to tailoredlights.com.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill. Open for lunch and dinner at 10th and P or at 1501 Center Park Road. At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
Ready to upgrade your combine with new technology to make your harvest more efficient, meaning more money in your pocket? The team at Landmark Implement is here to help find the right combine for harvest. Plus, when you purchase a pre-owned combine from Landmark, you are backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network, along with mobile techs and parts drop-off points to keep you up and running, reducing downtime. View inventory online at landmarkimp.com or stop by your local Landmark to experience the Landmark difference.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric brings exciting career opportunities for you or someone you know. They are now hiring plumbers, electricians, and HVAC techs and installers to continually build their professional team. They offer competitive pay and full benefits packages that include health, dental, vision, PTO, and 401k options. Action has created a positive team environment for over 50 years. Apply online at actionlincoln.com.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Acres, your John Deere dealer, is offering hot financing on all new compact tractors. For a limited time, get 0% interest for 84 months when you buy any new John Deere compact tractor. And with a variety of attachments, you'll make quick work of chores around your acreage. From mowing to grading and moving large loads, Acres has a John Deere tractor to handle your toughest project. Don't delay. Visit your local Acres store to take advantage of this great offer. Acres, solutions for every field. Offer expires September 30th, 2023. Subject to approved credit with John Deere Financial.
Hey guys, it's Nick Sainer. Ian J. This Friday, 7 p.m. for Lincoln Southeast versus the Knights and the Spartans look to bounce back after dropping their season openers in week 1. And you can hear all the action unfold with Jay breaking it down alongside me better than anybody else. Kickoff is slated for 7 p.m. from Seacrest Field, but pregame starts at 6:40 p.m. It's high school football and Friday Night Lights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket, celebrating last night's 92,003 performance. I'm a little upset with Roy Halou Jr. I think if he would have showed up, it would have been 92,004.
Hey, what's with Roy Halou?
So they interviewed him during the broadcast last night, and
gotcha.
And he they not interviewed him. They interviewed his wife, and she said that he had to stay at home with the kids. So he was the babysitter last night. And I was like, I would have brought the kids and all. It would have been 92,010. We'd have been good to go.
Yeah, exactly.
It depends how old his kids are. You know, I know that feeling, man. It's kind of like, yeah, no.
It's not worth it.
guys, here's the thing. Last night was incredible. Two of the greatest moments from last night. Number one, the national anthem with Hannah Houston.
She killed it.
She knocked it out of the park.
Absolutely killed
and I was sitting so where I was at was right next. I was right behind, or I should say, right next to the Huskers bench, and the emotion on John Cook's face, the emotion on Nicklin Hames' face, the emotion on the team's face, and then everybody started clapping in sync when the flyover happened. And John Cook is wiping away tears. Nicklin's wiping away tears. Some of the players are as well. And it was like you just looked around and you were like, holy smokes.
Insane.
I looked at Greg Smith, who works for Rivals for Nebraska, who was sitting next to me, and I go, all right, that gave me chills. And he's like, yeah, me too. And it was insane.
I want you to hold that thought right there too. This is my neighbors, Adam and Jill McCarville. AD, we are on our way to Minnesota listening to you guys' show. You guys are great. I'm going to quit and listen every day.
How about that?
I got 3 letters for you. WIN, win. Keep up the awesome work.
Bingo.
Jill and Adam, I will be in your backyard eating your food and go through your back door tonight. But no, I'll keep an eye out for your door.
Louis going to love your yard.
Louis going to love. Those are my dear friends, McCarville's. Love you both. You guys travel safe. Cheer loud. And thanks for tuning in, Jill and Adam. Love you guys like crazy. Nick, you mentioned the goosebumps.
It was unbelievable.
Okay, would you say, where do you rank that as all? Because you've been to a lot of venues before. Where would you rank that?
That was number one.
I'm biased, not just because of Nebraska, but just there.
That was number one. And thankfully, I'm glad that we had an event like last night, because prior to that, it wasn't number one. Nothing Nebraska was number one, if I'm being honest. It was not Nebraska. And so that last night was truly special. You felt, people started, there was just a lot of cool people in attendance last night that were down there and just hanging out. It was a lot of fun.
Unknown texture 1122, you're spot on. It says last night was a celebration of Nebraska volleyball, past, present, and future. I thought Schmutney did a great job of pulling some of the legends out of the Endicott and some of the other names, the legends that were there. Metcalf. That were there from our first All-American. And here's the thing, Raff and Nick, that blew me away. Coach Pettit. Pettit used to be outside the football game stadium, giving people tickets. Hey, come over to the Coliseum, popcorn, trying to get people in there. That's why it's hard to fathom. I can only imagine what the feels that he had, the emotions he had, watching a world record be set in a stadium to where he used to have to go out there and basically he was, basically not scalping tickets, giving tickets away to get them to the Coliseum to watch. And you also never forget about Title IX. You don't forget about Title IX, the implications that had. That doesn't exist. This last night doesn't exist if those who didn't come before and said, hey, women need to have this access. And you look what's going on right now. You look what happened last night. All of those folks that played in front of maybe, 500 people, 300 people, 303, was it 306, 302 sellouts at our current facility. And then to have 92,003 people there last night. Raff, go ahead, my man.
Oh, it'll be trend setting, because what is the thing about sports? You always want to do something better. So now you're going to have somebody else out there trying to figure something out to get more crowds. So last night, what Trev Alberts and the University of Nebraska, they set a trend, not just for volleyball. You set it for women's sports all around, because now somebody's going to want to break that record. It's just part of the way life is. Everybody wants to break the record. So it's huge for all of women's sports. So what happened last night? And I got to ask you, Nick, did the drones look as cool there as they did on television?
So I didn't see the drones. I just saw the helicopters.
So were those drones, Rico, that made up the number?
Those drones were
all drones.
Those were all drones. And we're sitting there, and it was right after when the lights turn off, and all of a sudden, just right next to it, you see an outline of Nebraska, and I'm sitting there next to one of my friends.
Those were all drones.
Those were all drones.
I nudge him. I go, dude, look. And because we're looking at the video screen and we're just looking around, and I go, dude, look, and we look up and they have that, and then the drones are like they have more drones going from one side of the outline to the other, then they make a star, and then they go.
Okay, so I did see.
Okay,
so
did you think those were lasers?
I know what they were. I honestly thought there was something probably just on the side of the stadium that was.
I thought it was like a net or something came up.
Lightning, and
drones.
it was like a projector.
Drones.
That is unbelievable.
Nebraska has discovered drone technology.
That's what I'll tell you.
It's awesome.
That was going to be my second favorite moment of the entire experience last night. Was Trev Albert speaking, John Cook speaking, and then the entire party where it was like, holy smokes, we really did it. Like Nebraska really did it. And you had the students on the floor just partying their lives away. Loud as can be.
Sounds like my college house.
I had a dude behind me. I had a dude behind me with a KFC bucket on his head.
It was.
Saw that.
It was insane.
Had a KFC bucket on his head. Yeah.
He had red and white on. He had to cap off his outfit.
Cut out the eye slits.
It's just going to be really, really difficult, I think, to top that.
There's no topping it.
There's no topping it.
I don't know. I just okay. Rico, I'm gonna ask you this. Nick, I'm gonna ask you this too, and Raff will get to you. What was the moment of moments for you last night? The moment of moments. There's so many. What was the moment of moment for you to where you like, okay, these were the goosebumps of goosebumps?
There's so many.
While you're thinking, Nick, what was yours? And Raff, what was yours?
I'm gonna go with the tunnel walk / flyover, and the national anthem. Because like you're standing there, and I don't know, guys. Like I've been to quite a few Husker football games, and it's always a cool moment at Husker football games. But there was just something really different last night. There was something really, really different about last night to where I stood there and looking over, and like you have one of Nebraska's greatest coaches of all time sitting there, and you have 92,000 plus people just around. And a lot of people didn't have the best seat in the house. A lot of people didn't have a great view of the court. And people were filling up the 600 level up on the east side, but nobody cared.
No.
And that was what was really, really, really cool about it, was that nobody cared. And you were just there, and you knew that there were people from 3 years old to 90 years old there.
Right.
And it catered to everybody.
They were there for vibes. That's
Oh my
really,
gosh.
even if you couldn't see, there really wasn't a terrible seat in the house. There really might have been some quote unquote bad seats, but there wasn't really a terrible seat.
If you were sitting on South Stadium, it's gonna be
Yeah,
tough to
maybe,
see. Like,
but
there's
like
gonna be tougher spots to see than others.
So I have like three moments. Like I really enjoyed the tunnel walk and the national anthem. The flyover was amazing, but for me, it's the like third block by Nebraska when everybody catches on onto what they're supposed to do,
That's good.
and all 92,000 put their hands up, and you hear roof, 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 and it just that was I'm getting goosebumps right now. It was heavy.
And the best part was that the PA announcer played into it, where he would wait and everybody would get it up there. He would wait, and then he would say, "Point, wait a little bit, Huskers," and then everybody roof.
Double stuffed block. Andy Jackson, Eric Beeson, point. Nebraska. Roof, roof, roof.
It was unbelievable.
So it was and she always gets a massive pop, but the pop for Lexi Rodriguez when they announced her name, she always gets a huge pop at Devaney, but that was 92,000 plus screaming for her. Was electric. And then just the fine, like when it was like sinking in, there was a point, I don't remember what set or where, but there was a point where John Cook was just standing on the court, just looking around. And I was looking at him and I was like, this dude is
in the moment,
just taking it all in. Cause like he said in his presser the day before, like this is as close to being the head coach of the Nebraska football team as he's going to get. And he's going to soak it all in. and he was soaking all of it in. And like Nick said, everybody was there for volleyball. Everybody was there just to take in this moment, to be a part of a world record. And like I said in one of my tweets, you're part of a world record if you were there. Put it on your resume. You can always say that.
That was a great tweet,
You
too.
can always say you're part of a world record. And just to see the girls' reactions, their emotions for Wayne, Kearney, UNO, Nebraska, regardless of the score, regardless of the outcome, they were all extremely excited to be there. At one point, all the high schoolers that were there, the high school teams that were there, were up in the what corner of the stadium? The northwest corner.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point, all of them were cheering. I don't know what they were cheering for because it was a timeout, but they were all cheering. And you just look up there and you see all the different colored jerseys, and they're just screaming, going wild. And it was just an amazing sight. Like Nick said, whether you're 3 or you're 93, everybody was there enjoying it, taking it all in. It was an amazing moment for Nebraska athletics.
How about this, guys? Lexi Rodriguez has been signed to an NIL deal with Adidas. They just announced it today.
What me? Think it was the worm that she did?
I don't know.
Show the athleticism even more.
Lexi Rodriguez.
Nobody more deserving.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, guys, we are
well, check
behind
this out.
schedule.
The previous attendance record was 91,648 set during a Championship League soccer match when Barcelona defeated Real Madrid 5-2 at Camp Nou Stadium in 2022. Now, put this in comparison. Soccer, their football makes ours American football look crazy as far as rabid fan base. They will, I mean, they literally will assault you if not do further damage.
And that's a rivalry.
That's a rivalry. I mean, years and years and years. We did that stateside for volleyball.
Yeah.
Folks, getting goosebumps just thinking about that. Raff all the way out in Grand Island is getting goosebumps at the State Fair. Rico is still on a high. Raff is still on a high. Nick is still on the high. Folks, we're on a high here at the ticket because you know what, folks?
We're on high.
It is game day in
Whoa.
Nebraska. We are riding that train. And in the words of Walter Mitty, and Coach Cook did this several times last night, he says, he goes, for me personally, if I like a moment, I don't want the distraction of the camera. I just want to stay in it. And there were several times I seen Coach Cook just looking around in awe. And Coach Cook was no different than the 3-year-old or the 30-year-old, the 90-year-old. We were all in that moment. We're going to take a moment, folks, to take a break. A message from our teammates and sponsors. We'll be right back to talk. It is game day in Minnesota. We're back to take it.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Acres, your John Deere dealer, is offering hot financing on all new compact tractors. For a limited time, get 0% interest for 84 months when you buy any new John Deere compact tractor. And with a variety of attachments, you'll make quick work of chores around your acreage. From mowing to grading and moving large loads, Acres has a John Deere tractor to handle your toughest projects. Don't delay. Visit your local Acres store to take advantage of this great offer. Acres, solutions for every field. Offer expires September 30th, 2023, subject to approved credit with John Deere Financial.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric brings exciting career opportunities for you or someone you know. They are now hiring plumbers, electricians, and HVAC techs and installers to continually build their professional team. They offer competitive pay and full benefits packages that include health, dental, vision, PTO, and 401k options. Action has created a positive team environment for over 50 years. Apply online at actionlincoln.com.
Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. Smoked meats, amazing sides. The only problem when they fix you a plate is that at some point, that plate will be empty. But hear me out. What if that plate was never empty? That dream can be your reality with the Mary Ellen's Express Lunch Buffet. From 11 to 2 every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and even Saturday. One price, all you can eat, and it even comes with a drink. Tell your boss you're taking a long lunch and get down there. Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul at 29th and Pine Lake. Let them fix you a plate.
My dream was to work in commercial banking. but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
Okay, it's time to sell the house. How do we even begin to choose from the hundreds of realtors in town?
Easy. We make a pros list.
You mean a pros and cons list?
No, just a pros list. We need someone with pro photography to showcase the house in the best possible way, pro marketing to make sure we get maximum exposure, pro negotiations so we know we get the best price.
This is one of those times where you already know the right answer, isn't it?
You know it is. Ben Bleicher and Professional Realty Group.
Contact Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Service Ambassador. Online at prg-ne.com.
Summer is winding down, but there's no reason to put your golf clubs away. Double Eagle Golf makes golf leagues and events possible year-round. Sign up today for 9-hole leagues this fall, any day from Monday to Friday, starting on September 25th. Check out their deals on monthly memberships and schedule your Husker watch parties, birthday or bachelor parties, corporate and team outings, or just a good old Saturday with the boys. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Call today at 402-742-0140.
H&H Roofing, established in 2015, is proud to serve the local area, which includes the tri-state area in Nebraska, Iowa, and South Dakota. H&H Roofing has a professional team that are licensed and bonded, GAF Master Certified Installers, and Insurance Preferred Contractor that will work directly with your insurance company. Also a leading roofer, siding, and gutter specialist. H&H Roofing will service all residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Go to HNHroofs.com for more information or call 402-359-2546.
Too many people believe that chronic pain, allergies, or illness are permanent and something you're stuck with. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness has been proving that narrative wrong for 29 years and changing lives for the better in the process. Their team is trained in the newest, most advanced pain-relieving techniques and ways to deal with toxins, allergies, pollution, and make you ill. All days are free consultation at 254-5695 or go to NovotnyNutritionandWellness.com. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness, located at 7th and Superior.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Hey, moms and dads, bring the whole crew to a Salt Dogs baseball game and unleash the fun. Visit Haymarket Park all summer for fireworks Fridays, souvenir Saturdays, Sunday family fun days, and more. With 50 home games, even weekdays can be unforgettable. Planning an event? Make it a home run with group discounts. When you need an outing the whole family will enjoy, unleash the fun with the Salt Dogs. Call 402-474-2255 or visit saltdogs.com for tickets.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and Bob just wanted to say thank you for a record-setting July here at Koppel. The summer sales event continues in August, and the incentives are crazy good. Check this out. We got 0.9% financing along with a $2,500 trade-in rebate on select new models. You heard right. 0.9% financing has been extended along with a trade-in rebate. Also, our GM inventory is filling fast, so make that money-saving drive to Koppel. It's just south of the interstate, or shop online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Thursday. It's going to be probably a quick history segment, I'm guessing, huh, Nick?
Very fast. We got to get back on track.
Very
absolutely.
fast.
And I would love to catch up with all your texts. I'm going to do my best, but I know that's not going to be possible. But we love you being engaged.
This is what we were all feeling last night.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
That's all it was.
Yeah.
the entire night, from start to finish.
Mm.
As I was, the elevators were jammed, so I had to take the stairs all the way from the press box all the way up down to the field about 4 times, and I didn't care.
Didn't even
I was
care.
like, dang, this is sweet.
Real fast, Big Daddy Travis says, I've been to a lot of games, Memorial Stadium. Husker volleyball takes a cake for me. The atmosphere was unbelievable. The best part, when they announced the world record and watching the Husker players come back on the court, you could tell how much it meant to them. GBR to you, Big Daddy Travis. Today's history. Let's sing that beautiful song.
Now punting.
Don't know much about history. Don't know much of biology. Don't know much about a science book. Don't know much about the French I took. But I do know that I love you. And I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be. Kyle Hooper, you're exactly right. He goes, hats off to the University production crew for the performance before, during, and after the match. They crushed it. And Big Bird says to Rico, the KFC bucket was photographed. Do you see that, Nick, on the text line? It was photographed. Somebody's got it on the Rico. We'll have to show you that. Folks, I'm going to stick with history with volleyball before we hop into basketball. Football. My mind's over the place for the next segment. This today in history, not today, but just Husker history in general. The previous high, folks, was 91,648. Women's Champions League, Barcelona versus Wolfsburg last year in Spain. The volleyball in Nebraska set an NCAA women's volleyball attendance record. That was a foregone conclusion. That figure was 18,755. All right. That was established in 2021 in a game that Nebraska was a part of, national championship game match with Wisconsin. They ended up beating us in an intense 5-set match there in Columbus, Ohio. It also topped Wisconsin's regular season match record of 16. I mean, we destroyed every record previously in there. Raff, you mentioned this earlier. That was the history. I wanted to keep it on volleyball for history because I'm just, like I said, just bottled up with this thing with excitement it rolls in tonight. Raff, do you think do you think the Wisconsins, even the Penn States, because they can seat 100,000 of theirs, but do they have the rabid fan base for volleyball like we do though? Because Penn State is no slouch.
I think competition drives everyone, so I think somebody will try to exceed that to exceed that record. Which, I mean, it's not a bad thing. I mean, Nebraska is always going to be known as the first team that make that attempt at doing something this special. So if it's broken, so be it. Then I guess Trev Alberts and John Cook go back to the drawing board if they want to re-break it. But I mean, Nebraska set the tone. I mean, you went from what was the past volleyball record, like 18,000 or
I believe it was 18,000 last year with Wisconsin and Florida.
So Nebraska jumped it from 18,000 to 92,000. So whatever happens after that, Nebraska is always going to be known as the trendsetters that began it all. So I think mission accomplished. I mean, it was the production was great. Even Big Ten Network, I give them great. Watching it on television here in Grand Island, I almost felt like I was there. They did such a good job of the production of it and the interviews. So it was all in all for the state of Nebraska, the city of Lincoln, the Big Ten. I mean, it was a complete smashing success last night.
Yeah, it was. And I think a rising tide lifts all boats when you see Nebraska do that. And from a recruiting standpoint, I think it was huge to have those number of those young teams from across the state that were there to see that environment, to see what they could be a part of. Obviously, not saying that you have a game every year in the stadium, but to see the excitement with that. Eric says, "What's up, Eric? Good morning, homie." Eric says, "Retired this god awful song."
How about this text, guys? The name texter says,
I still love you, Eric. Big dog.
The volleyball team is really young too. Can you imagine playing in high school last year, and then this is what you get for your fourth college game?
Insane, folks. It is game day, and we're going to dive deep into Husker football. I mean, it is T-minus about 9 hours away, give or take. It is coming quick, and we're going to talk about it because it's about that time, folks. We'll be right back. It's The Drive. AD, Raff, and GI holding it down for the State Fair. Nick in the studio, myself, the mothership. The ticket.
You've worked hard. All wedding, building, providing. Labor Day is your day. Schaefer celebrates you this Labor Day. With the season kicking off, a new Samsung, LG, or Sony TV is just what you deserve. Top that off with up to $900 in savings on a new Serta mattress, and you will be all set for a winning combination. Schaefer's, local and family owned, since 1946.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solutions. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
Ready to upgrade your combine with new technology to make your harvest more efficient, meaning more money in your pocket? The team at Landmark Implement is here to help find the right combine for harvest. Plus, when you purchase a pre-owned combine from Landmark, you are backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network, along with mobile techs and parts drop-off points to keep you up and running, reducing downtime. View inventory online at landmarkimp.com or stop by your local Landmark to experience the Landmark difference.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric is the call I make when I have a need for plumbing services. Whether it's for my home or office, if I need a repair to a water heater, softener, or even my garbage disposal, I know I can count on Action to help. In one simple call, their amazing customer service team promptly schedules a service call, often getting to my needs within a day. Action delivers honest, quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
IT projects piling up again? Managing IT can definitely be frustrating. Whether you have an in-house IT department or you manage it yourself, let Hamilton be your experts. At Hamilton, we take the frustration out of your business tech issues with managed IT solutions. We specialize in co-managed and fully managed IT. Does your business need better managed IT? Hire your local experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today. At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
Hey, moms and dads, bring the whole crew to a Salt Dogs baseball game and unleash the fun. Visit Haymarket Park all summer for Fireworks Fridays, Souvenir Saturdays, Sunday Family Fun Days, and more. With 50 home games, even weekdays can be unforgettable. Planning an event? Make it a home run with group discounts. When you need an outing the whole family will enjoy, unleash the fun with the Salt Dogs. Call 402-474-2255 or visit saltdogs.com for tickets.
College football in Lincoln, America. The time has come. Start your game day off right with the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the ticket crew as they bring you all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show, powered by Sunbelt Rentals. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group of BHHS Ambassador, Select Plumbing, Jimmy John's, Lincoln Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits, Fleet Beef, Yours Cheese Spread on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Jay Foreman here. Join us on Thursday, August 31st for our pregame show for Nebraska against Minnesota at the Warhorse Casino in Southwest Lincoln. We'll go from 4 p.m. to kickoff at 7 p.m. with the whole ticket crew. Make sure to drop by and see us at the Warhorse Casino.
Welcome into the drive with AD and Raff. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history. We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and The Ticket FM.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. We are polar bear days away from Nebraska football. 0 days, kickoff, 7 o'clock. What are we, 10 hours till kickoff? Yes, 10 hours.
It's coming up.
Is
coming up.
Is that what you were going to open up the show with?
I thought about it, but I changed it. It was going to be where Nash Hutmacher days away, but then I was like, I'm going to polar bear days away because I love polar bears.
Gotcha. Jeff G, we are not included in that count of 92,003 people.
Who's not included?
Media.
Did you have a vest on last night, Nick?
I did. You want to know what happened
I thought
last
it was
night?
a leather vest at first. That was your media vest.
Yeah. You want to know what happened last night? So I was labeled as a photo guy last night. So all the photos that we saw on social media, you courtesy of yours truly. But no, nonetheless, I go up there and I probably I can't say this story on air, I guess, but I was not a fan of my specific vest. So
I had to look closer. It looked like I thought you had some chaps on underneath. I was like, man, my man wore some chaps. What he's hanging out too? He wore some Prince chaps.
Giddy up. Giddy up. Yeah, so no. But no, it was, it is what it is. I was not a huge fan of the vest, but it was worth it to be in that environment and to take pictures of that, that super cool atmosphere. So
are you a 1 or 2 button vest guy?
It didn't button, so it was just you just pulled it over the top of you. It took me a while to figure it out because, like I said, like the TV folks and the true photography folks know how to work those things. They give them; they're just all bunched up in this tub when you go get them from the 6th floor when you go check in. And like I'm guessing, I'm hoping, I'm expecting them that they're clean, like they just wash them. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Like I know that the athletic department's budget to a certain extent, and I mean they can probably spring for the extra laundry detergent to wash vests, but nonetheless, mine was all like just circled and like wound up a little bit, and I had to untangle it, but I couldn't figure it out because number one, there's no sleeves. Number two, you can't like unvelcro something because they're just like a pullover. So it was a little bit of a trip to try to just figure out how to get my vest on, but
that's awesome.
Well, tonight we match up. We finally see a different quarterback from Minnesota this year.
Amen.
It's going to be a change up because it seemed like that. What's his name? What's that quarter? Tanner Morgan. It seemed like Tanner was there for since 2010, but he was there for
might have been close.
Yeah, it might have been close. And the thing about their new coach, Athan Kaliakmanis, that was
close.
Yeah,
Ethan with an A.
Kaliakmanis. Cadillac Manis.
Something like that.
There you go.
Cadillac praying Manis.
He better not be a Cadillac tonight, though.
Yeah, well, he's not known for his running. He's going to probably be typical RPO, which you'll see, and because you don't have the hard nose running of Ibram that's going to be there. As in years past. So I think we'll see a different Minnesota team in regards to, but I still think they're going to pound the ball. They got all the receivers coming back. Raff, when it comes to the quarterbacks, man, we don't know a lot about Athan. Okay. Don't know a ton about him. But he's not going to be the type that's going to scare you too much out of the pocket. But Nebraska's, we got to, if we're being fully honest with ourselves, it didn't matter if we had a stationary quarterback like a tree or one that could run. They all gave us problems because we were so undisciplined on defense in the past. And that's just being real talk, man.
I'll be honest. He can run better than Tanner Morgan could for Minnesota the last 5 years. Minnesota doesn't have now. Actually, we were talking on my show, on me and Rico's show. I say my because Rico was not there yesterday. We were talking yesterday to Ryan Burns of 24/7 Sports up in Minneapolis. And one thing he
Great
said,
interview, by the way.
Thank you. One thing he said was that Mohamed Ibrahim was that traditional power back where you could give him the rock 25, 30 times a game and he'd be able to handle it. Sean Tyler, their new transfer running back from Western Michigan, isn't necessarily that type of guy. The way he runs is he's going to get about 15, 18 carries per game, maybe approaches the 20s if he's having a good day. But he said if he gets that past that first level, he has that breakaway speed that Ibrahim did not have. He said if Ibrahim or Trey Potts was going to, got past that first level of the defense, he was going to get tackled from behind eventually. Sean Tyler's not that type of guy.
Sean Tyler is shifty.
Yes.
Very shifty back and has another gear, which is going to be different for us, man. To see that different defensive like running that 3-3-5. So we'll see what happens with that. Raff, what do you think about the quarterback matchups, man? What do you think the keys are for Sims?
To stay within himself, not to force things, take what's given to him. I think the play calling in the first couple possessions will be strong to how his game goes. If they can get him comfortable, I think you say that with about every quarterback, but if you can get him comfortable, he's going to be amped up playing in his first game at Nebraska. Run some play calls that doesn't put him in any situations to give it like any early turnovers or anything like that. Running game, really, don't go away from the running game. If it doesn't work right away, keep on trying to use it. And if you got to, it's a Big Ten game, so field possession's key. So if it's third and long, if you got to take something underneath and punt, so be it. Turn the field around with your punting game. You got a great punter, and basically play that Big Ten style football. Make Minnesota make a mistake, because you've got to realize too, he's starting his first game also. So the same things that we Nebraska fans might be like a little bit worried about Jeff Sims. The same thing is for Kaliak Manis, that he's going to be feeling those same things that Jeff Sims is feeling.
Potentially, I think there's. And Raff, tell me if I'm wrong. I think there's maybe fewer nerves with Minnesota because of what they want to do, like their program. And guys, the more and more I've thought about it, the more and more I've realized that as much as Nebraska fans might not want to admit it, they want to have a program established and built up the way Minnesota has. And what I mean by that is you can make offensive coordinator changes, you can make personnel changes, you can make quarterback changes, you can have all these different things. But what's Minnesota doing tonight? They have a center who's been there for 5 years, who's now finally starting his first game at center that he's been waiting for 4 years in the program. They have a quarterback who has been, once again, in the program. You have these guys that have been in this culture and this identity and this program for multiple years. And so there's not as much change. There's not as much I guess just question marks on both sides of the ball. I don't know. Maybe I'm completely off on that. And
no, I think you're right. I think it's also too is what you're talking about. That they didn't go away from what I guess you'd say his system is. So for Nebraska, it's got to start somewhere. You've got to stick with what you want to be, because if you keep on changing it, you're never gonna get to that point. So I feel like what Nick says, Nebraska wanted to be like Minnesota in the way that they has a system set up. Well, it all starts tonight. This is where it starts.
Exactly. And that's the worst thing, is that unfortunately we won't see the fruits of the labor in specifically this conversation for multiple years. We won't see the fruits of the labor. But now that's one thing, like I will say though, as much as it pains me to say that, you know what? PJ Fleck has done a pretty good job. Well, the guy's 4-0 in bowl games and 44-27 while at Minnesota. The guy has figured out a way. And the first thing he said at his press conference pre-Nebraska, when he was talking last Friday, I believe it was, when I was watching it, first thing he said was, no matter who's out there, no matter who's calling the plays, no matter who's suiting up for us, we know what we want to do.
Yeah.
And I thought Husker fans gravitate towards that mentality and identity so much that, and frankly, Nebraska just hasn't had that the last X amount of years. So it sounds like that's just gospel, because it's like, holy cow, we know what Minnesota's going to do. One thing I will say, one key for Nebraska guys, not to switch the sides of the ball, stopping Minnesota on third down.
Yeah, get the field.
You have to keep Minnesota honest. And Raff, just as much as you said it's a field position game, you got to make sure that, I mean, you get them off a third down. Minnesota last year, a big reason why they've been able to put back-to-back 9-win seasons together has been their ability to, number one, keep guys off a third down, and then also scoring defense and total defense. Last year, they were 9th in the country in total defense and 4th in the country in scoring defense.
Right.
And why? Because they got off the field.
Well, Nick, you bring up a good point. I got a few things to say here. 2010 was the last time Nebraska had a defense ranked in the top 50. 2010, that's 13 years ago, almost 14 years ago. And we've had no identity offensively or defensively. You think about it, and PJ Fleck, the first things he said when he came out was he knows what he wants to do.
Yeah.
And as much as people can bash PJ Fleck all they want, he knows who he is. His team has an identity. Think about this, Raff and Nick. Do we have an Old Country buffet in Lincoln anymore?
Nope.
Do we have a Golden Corral in Lincoln anymore?
Not anymore. Rest in peace to the Golden Corral.
Yeah, it's gone. And you know what those both and you know what both
that
of
chocolate fountain.
That chocolate fountain. And you know what both of those places were? They were buffets.
Yeah.
That's been Nebraska football. We did a little bit of everything. We specialized in none. When I go to Burger King, I know I'm going to change the restaurant because I know Nick does not. When I go to Chick-fil-A, when I go to McDonald's, when I go to Wendy's, I know exactly what I'm going to get. I don't have to guess. They have some things on there, but they have the Big Dave.
Yep.
They got the Little Dave, little dog. You know what I'm saying? You go to McDonald's, they have the Big Mac, they have the Junior Mac, the Junior Big Mac. Nebraska has been a buffet for so long. We've had no identity. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. And until we establish our brand again, we'll continue to do that.
And transfers are like limited time menu items.
That's a great point.
They're here for a short time, and you're just hoping they boost business.
The McRib. Horrible idea. Horrible idea.
Who is the Nebraska football McRib this season?
Horrible idea.
We'll find out on Thanksgiving Day. The season's over.
And
I love the McRib.
In Texas. Oh, those things are terrible. I'd rather get a
There's
root.
always one fan that loves the worst player on the team.
I would rather get a root canal with no Novocaine before I ate a McRib. Those things are terrible.
Yeah.
Come on, AD.
You got a good point. You got a good point. Speaking of restaurants that are rest in peace, Lone Star Steakhouse. I thought about that place the other day. And I just want to mention Lone Star Steakhouse and how I miss it. Now it's a stupid car wash. But anyway, they took away the steakhouse and made a car wash. That's what we're at, what world we're living in. But nonetheless, back to Nebraska.
Well, yeah. Was Lone Star the place you can throw the peanuts on the floor?
Yes.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
No, that's Texas.
Oh, that's Texas Roadhouse.
Wait, was Lone Star too?
You can do it there too.
Okay, cool.
Just eat stuff.
Now you can't though at Texas Roadhouse. They're like that.
Sometimes I would take a handful, not even eat them, just throw them on the floor because you could. It was kind of cool.
Chuck them across the restaurant.
But then realize when AD threw him on the floor because he could, as he got up to pay his bill, he went over and grabbed a broom and broomed them up and cleaned them all up, because I know AD and what he does. He cannot leave it dirty. So
we got a lot of pro McRib people on the text line.
Yeah, American Nightmare. AD talking about all this food is making me hungry. Sanders said I'm speechless how wrong AD is about the McRib.
Yeah.
1705 is the bomb. Yeah, it's a bomb. It'll bomb your stomach and your bathroom. Peel the paint off that sucker.
When you taste the gristle, you bite it. It's like, man, I'm not used to having that tastes like beef jerky on a sandwich.
It's like a vegan. I don't know. And no disrespect against vegans, but I want meat. I want meat. I don't want something out there that's kind of break the funk.
If you want meat, you should be going to McDonald's.
Yeah. So what are we saying? We want a Big Mac team is what we want. We want the real stuff, you know.
No limited time offers. I mean, some are nice. But...
Hey,
Nebraska wouldn't have a couple good wide receivers if they didn't have limited time off or menu
That's
items.
right.
So,
Trey Palmer,
Samari Toure, Billy Kemp. They're all
Those aren't
ribs.
those aren't real ribs.
Oh God.
No, I think McDonald's actually has a smoker out back. At each location, they're just smoking the ribs.
Yeah.
hey, these ones are ready. I'm taking them.
They're straight nuking those jokers.
They've been in the smoker since I had to come out here at 2 a.m.
Hey, Aaron says, AD, if you close your eyes and face to the west during a full moon, you can almost imagine it's a real rib.
It looks like it.
Oh no, you can't see it because they doused it in barbecue.
Oh, that thing is baptized by the hour, or whatever, in barbecue sauce.
I love barbecue and bun. You know me.
Yeah, mixed spam, Professor Rick, you're spot on, homie.
Let's see, Joe's Barbecue in Kansas City,
McRib.
Q39, or McRib.
McRib.
Takes the cake here.
The thing when you bring it back to the QBs, man. Mixed spam.
hey, don't diss spam. We just fried up some spam in the house a couple days ago, actually.
Well, Sims
So you love spam, but you don't like the McRib. Great.
We're bringing it back to Sims. His stats were very similar to Athan's in 2022. 5 TDs, 3 INTs, only 58.5% completion rate. But Sims also didn't have the talent around him the others did as well. So we're going to come back, talk more Husker football. I want to get into special teams, fellas, and what that's going to look like. We know we have our kicker, etc. But want to get into special teams, how that can play a factor in tonight's game, which I think it'll play a huge factor in tonight's game, is field position as well. Folks, you're on a full day of coverage. You have the captain show up next, and all throughout the day. It's gonna, water cooler, happy hour. The guys old school are gonna be broadcasting from Warhorse Casino this evening. Strick and Austin will be hanging out at starting at 2 o'clock from 2 to 4. It's just gonna be all day. You got Jay Foreman. There's gonna be post game, taking care of post game along with Nick. Those two are great combinations. They'll be breaking all things down about tonight's game in Minnesota. Hopefully after a Husker wins. We're right back, folks. It's the Drive. 937 a ticket.
Sandhills is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs. Summer is winding down, but there's no reason to put your golf clubs away. Double E Golf is golf available year-round. Sign up today for 9-hole leagues this fall, any day from Monday to Friday, starting on September 25th. Check out their deals on monthly memberships and schedule your Husker watch parties, birthday or bachelor parties, corporate and team outings, or just a good old Saturday with the boys. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the sports complex on West O Street. Call today, 402-742-0140. Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Jay Foreman here. Join us on Thursday, August 31st for our pregame show for Nebraska against Minnesota at the Warhorse Casino in Southwest Lincoln. We'll go from 4 p.m. to kick off at 7 p.m. with the whole ticket crew. Make sure to drop by and see us at the Warhorse Casino.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill. Open for lunch and dinner at 10th and P or 1501 Center Park Road.
General contractor, business owners, property owners. The success of your business requires doing business with the right people. And the right people, when it comes to drywall, acoustical ceilings, and specialty products, are at Premier Drywall. Kevin and his crew will give your project the response and attention it deserves.
You'll get all of the attention to detail and quality that you would expect from someone who's been in the business for 30 years. For your new builds, build-outs, or renovations, reach out to Kevin. Kevin at premierdw.com. Premier Drywall in Lincoln.
IT projects piling up again? Managing IT can definitely be frustrating. Whether you have an in-house IT department or you manage it yourself, let Hamilton be your experts. At Hamilton, we take the frustration out of your business tech issues with managed IT solutions. We specialize in co-managed and fully managed IT. Does your business need better managed IT? Hire your local experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Herrick Services takes this time to wish everyone a happy Labor Day. They are thankful for everyone in the workforce who makes this country great and celebrate a deserved day off to rest and reflect. This important message comes to you from Bart and the folks at Herrick Services, your vending specialists here in Lincoln. Their quality service and expertise has earned them a fine reputation. That's Herrick Services, on the air because they care.
Summertime is in full swing, and it's time to get to work on outdoor projects. Deck City is a great place to start as Lincoln's local source for everything decks. Deck City has everything you need to build the deck of your dreams, from treated lumber to Westbury aluminum railings and TimberTech composite decking. They offer advice from real deck professionals to give you proper guidance to make your project go smoothly. Call them today to schedule an appointment at 402-480-6671. Go online at deckcityne.com or visit their new location just north of 33rd and Cornhusker Highway. Deck City, your local deck experts.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide or experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, call 988 for free, confidential, and compassionate support. On July 16th, the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline is transitioning to 988. There is hope. For 24/7 support, call, text, or chat at 988.
Sponsored by Nebraska DHHS, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. This segment is proudly sponsored by Florial's Italian Restaurant and Grill, just south of Lincoln Southwest High School on 14th and Pine Lake Road. Florial's Italian Restaurant provides a cozy, family-friendly setting where good food and good company come together, whether it's a family dinner or a date night, a catch-up with old friends. Florial's is the perfect place to make special memories. So if you want to make reservations or maybe make some takeout orders for tonight's game, all you have to do is visit FlorialsNE.com or call 402-423-5576. So get some Florials for the game tonight. That's what I'm talking about.
That sounds good right now. That sounds good. Real good.
9:30. 80s ready. Game day.
I'm ready to grub, man. I need some food, bro. I need some food. And not a McRib. Not a McRib. Special team action tonight, you guys. The past few years, in fact, before we go in there, is that a person?
Fire me up. Hole in a boat is on the line.
Hole in the boat. What's happening?
What's up?
Hey, I think we're going to sink the boat. That's the point behind the name. But I wanted to mention something. I was listening to Fox Sports Radio this morning before everybody was on about 5 o'clock. And Brady Quinn, who's on, I don't know, he's an analyst or whatever on like the Big Noon Show. And he was talking about Jeff Sims, and he's a big believer in it. And one thing was Matt Rule coaching at Carolina and having Cam Newton for a few games there in 2021. I wonder if you saw Cam, an old Cam, and then knew the coach, Jeff Sims, old coach at Georgia Tech. Like, I see a little bit of Cam Newton in well, granted not as big, but he's a supreme.
Oh no.
And I wonder if he's thinking, you know what, maybe I can have a little bit of Auburn, Cam Newton, and Nebraska and surprise the Big Ten with a athlete quarterback and a power run game. Maybe he can kind of carry him to a few wins this year, similar to Cam Newton did. I don't know. What do y'all think about that? If maybe Matt Rule saw that and kind of surprising people with it.
Yeah, thanks, Hole in a Boat.
Thanks, Hole. Appreciate you, brother.
We're gonna sink the boat tonight, hopefully. I mean, I'll say this. I think we know what Jeff Sims can do with his legs. We know what he's capable of. But frankly, also a lot of former Nebraska quarterbacks have been really good with their legs. It hasn't been quarterback mobility that's been Nebraska's issue. It's been, for example, in previous years, their ability to throw the ball and ability to get guys open on the perimeter at times. I think one thing that stood out to me the entire fall camp is that Marcus Satterfield claims and says publicly that Jeff Sims completed 65% of his passes in the fall. If you listen to the show a couple weeks, now you've probably heard me say the statistic that every team that had 8 wins or more in the Big Ten Conference last year had a guy that threw or completed 65% of his passes or more last season. Every team that had fewer than 8 wins in 2022 in the Big Ten had a guy that completed less than 65% of his passes. That 65%, I'm not saying there's a direct correlation to wins, but I think as we know in the Big Ten Conference, it's usually a run first, throw second type of league, and that's totally fine, but that it allows you to run the ball more effectively if you have a passing game element as well.
Absolutely.
And vice versa. Those things work in sync. And so when we talk about it, Casey Thompson, for example, last year threw the ball and completed 63% of his passes. Still not the benchmark, and Nebraska still didn't finish with 8 wins. Once again, every single team that finished the season with 8 wins or more in 2022 in the Big Ten Conference had a quarterback who threw the ball and completed 65% or more of his passes. So I think when you're looking at this, you need those things, the running offense and the passing offense to work in sync. And I think you got to figure out a way to get Jeff Sims comfortable in the passing game before you can worry about Jeff Sims, the runner.
I think the big thing too is not making it overly complicated for him. Put him in calls like, for instance, back in the days, in the old coaching days, if I had a quarterback and I knew he had a tendency of throwing interceptions or not being accurate, I took pretty much the option of him having to do any type of like audibles or option routes and stuff like that. I basically put the receivers in where they needed to be, and then let him know that, okay, you're going to go first, second, and third, and you uncomplicate it. The more complicated, that's when you'll start getting the turnovers. If you make things too complicated and you have receivers going left and they should be going right, and going deep instead of going short. So keep it basic. I lean on your power running game, get them on play action, have them layered, have one guy short, one guy deep, make it so it's easy for him.
I think a big thing when you look back at the last, since Taylor Martinez or Tommy Armstrong was the quarterback, you look and you see that the quarterback run game has been less of a weapon and more of a reliability. And what I mean by that is that you always know that you can run the quarterback. But what's Nebraska struggled with ever since the Taylor Martinez days when they've had this quarterback run element? Quarterback injuries. Nebraska doesn't have the space or the room for error to have Jeff Sims go down with a season-long injury.
We can't.
You can't. And so when you look at Nebraska needs to get to this point where they can have a mobile quarterback. And I think Husker fans like the idea of having a mobile quarterback. Yeah. But and I'm not trying to compare Jeff Sims or tell Jeff Sims that needs to be Justin Fields, but what did Justin Fields do so well? He threw the ball exceptionally well in college, that is, and he used his legs as a weapon rather than the reliability. No. You need to figure out a way use your legs as a weapon and still be able to lean on your throwing game. Nebraska hasn't been able to have a quarterback that's done that consistently to where you think Luke McCaffrey, you think Logan Smothers, you think Adrian Martinez, you think Tommy Armstrong, they haven't had a guy to where their legs are a weapon. And that's where you got to switch it up, because then when you start to run them 15 times a game, well, that's when you get the stingers. That's when you need Chubba Purdy to come in. That's when you need Heinrich Harburg. And you don't want that in game 3 of the year.
Well, and speaking of that, Ryan in Nashville, thanks on Ryan in Nashville. I was just in your city a week ago, I think. Loved it down there. Ryan says, so who is the actual number 2 QB in case dude rolls out an ankle? It's going to be Purdy.
It is going to be Purdy now.
Who doesn't have a lot of experience, So it's imperative that we keep Sims and first of all, Sims has got to make smart decisions on the field, not put himself in positions to get let up. That's crucial. That's what I want to see, Raff and Nick. I want to see a good football IQ from our quarterback, because ball possession is going to be crucial. Yeah. And remember, there's a running clock now.
Yeah,
that's a big rule change, Raff. Remember, there's a running clock now. So I hate it. We got it in the pros, but it's different. It's different in college. But this is the first year in college ball where you have a running clock. So that is going to change the dynamics. So if you let Colorado, I'm thinking about them head to head. Think about Minnesota. Just sitting on the ball, eating up the clock. You got to come in and take care of business. You think about this. We haven't posted a winning season since 2016. We are 23-45 the past 6 seasons to make a change. So when we come back, folks, we're going to what are we going to say, Nick? Go ahead, brother.
No, then what I was going to say, I was going to play this clip from Matt Rule.
Please play it.
It's about a minute and a half.
Oh, we got time. That'll take us right to break.
Yes.
Yep, please.
And this is because we started this off with special teams.
Yes.
And man, this is something that Nebraska fans may enjoy hearing.
Yes.
Yeah, we're not going to fair catch any kickoff returns. We don't believe in it. I don't believe in it. We're going to, if we might let it land in the end zone, but the game was meant to be played. So we're going to play. We're not going to.
We'll stop it right there because that's all we need.
The game is meant to play. Raff, thoughts on that real quick before we go to break, and we can come back with the predictions.
I love what he says there, but never say never.
Well, I think what he means by fair catch. I think what he means by fair catch is they have the rule to install college football, and I think professional maybe, where you could be even fielded at the 10-yard line, fair catch it, and it'll
goes to the 25.
Right.
And I think that's what he means, because now if you're in the end zone, but how many times, guys, even whether it was not even just when Nebraska would field the kick in the end zone, it would be when they fielded at the 15, when they fielded at the 5, when they fielded at the 10, it was always fair catch most of the time and stuff. And so
hole in the boat, you're exactly right. It is pretty easy to throw to 4 wide receivers that are going to the NFL. UT's definitely had it.
You're absolutely right. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And I'm not saying that, like I said, Nebraska is Ohio State. I'm not trying to have that direct correlation, but I was trying to think of a guy on the spot where he throws it well and he runs it well.
It makes good decisions.
His running is not the number one option.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Folks, when we come back, we're talking predictions. We got Raff and Grand Island holding it down. Me and Nick here in the mothership. We're right back with our final segment. We talk all things Husker football all day long. It's The Ticket.
The voted best vape shop
Generation V
is thrilled to announce our advent and superior.
Generation V.
Explore with the largest selection of vape, Delta 8, Kratom, all your favorite brands of disposables, e-liquid, and premium THCA flower.
Generation V.
We'll guide you through our extensive collection to help you find the perfect fit.
Generation V.
With locations in Lincoln, Omaha, Seward, York, Kearney, and Beatrice. Visit our newest store, now open at 27th and Superior in Lincoln. GenerationV.com. E-cigs contain nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
H&H Roofing, established in 2015, is proud to serve the local area, which includes the tri-state area in Nebraska, Iowa, and South Dakota. H&H Roofing has a professional EPA certified installers and an insurance preferred contractor that will will service all residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Go to HNHroofs.com for more information or call 402-359-2546.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned financial organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family, and community.
I'm Shankson, representing at 4831 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodmen of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in August. Try their new lemon cream cheese on any bagel or breakfast sandwich. And try the caramel latte, as 10% of proceeds from that drink will go to the Great Plains Trail Network. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe. Summer is winding down, but there's no reason to put your golf clubs away. Double Eagle Golf makes golf leagues an event possible year-round. Sign up today for 9-hole leagues this fall, any day from Monday to Friday, starting on September 25th. Check out their deals on monthly memberships and schedule your Husker watch parties, birthday or bachelor parties, corporate and team outings, or just a good old Saturday with the boys. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Call today at 402-742-0140.
Jay Foreman here. Join us on Thursday, August 31st for our pregame show for Nebraska against Minnesota at the Warhorse Casino in Southwest Lincoln. We'll go from 4 p.m. to kickoff at 7 p.m. with the whole ticket crew. Make sure to drop by and see us at the Warhorse Casino.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide or experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, call 988 for free, confidential, and compassionate support. On July 16th, the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline is transitioning to 988. There is hope. For 24/7 support, call, text, or chat 988.
Sponsored by Nebraska DHHS, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
You deserve the best. With a Liberty First MasterCard, you can pay down your high-rate debt and could save hundreds when you transfer the balance. The Liberty First Credit Union MasterCard has no balance transfer fees, no cash advance fees, and no annual fee. And with a fixed rate as low as 9.99% APR, and you choose rewards, you'll be able to manage your card your way. Visit libertyfirstcu.com. Rates and terms are based on your credit and subject to change. Federally insured by NCUA. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Get for an unforgettable night at Ignite Lincoln 15. On September 14th, Rococo Theater will come alive with captivating stories from diverse voices that inspire change and spark connection. You'll hear from 12 passionate speakers, including our 5 nonprofit finalists, who are making a real impact. Be part of this remarkable event that celebrates the power of storytelling. Secure your spot now by purchasing tickets at ignitelincoln.org and join us in creating a brighter future together. Don't miss your chance to experience Ignite Lincoln 15, a night of inspiration, community, and possibility.
College football in Lincoln, America. The time has come. Start your game day off right with the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the ticket. They bring you all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Tailgate pregame show. Cox, Belt Rentals, Ben Bleicher, Personal Realty Group of EHHS Ambassador, Select Jimmy John's, Lincoln Wall-to-Wall Wine Spirits, Fleet Beef, Yours Cheese Spread, 93.7 The Ticket, and theticketfm.com. This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket, proudly sponsored by Sandhills Global. Sandhills Global is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Career and internship opportunities are available at the global headquarters in Lincoln. Apply today at sandhills.jobs. Got it. Boom.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, fellas. RGT, and then we got to go to our predictions first.
Yep.
Predictions first.
Let's do predictions first. Raffy, you're on the road. You go first.
Are we predicting first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry.
Sometime today, Raff.
It came in and out. I can't hear it. I couldn't hear you guys what you said. It went in, it went out. I lost my sound there for a second. But I am going Nebraska. Right. Nebraska 27, Minnesota 23.
Nick.
Oh my gosh, this pains me to do it. Minnesota 20, Nebraska 27.
I don't even have a prediction.
There it is.
I seriously don't. I don't know what to expect. If I'm just now basing it off of a fan that wants Nebraska to win. I do want them to win. I don't know who to pick because I don't know this team whatsoever. I'm going off of my heart because what I want, what you want, you don't always get. But I can bet a better prediction next week. I'm going to say, for the sake of my heart, 2017 Nebraska. That's all I can say. I don't know what to expect. I don't know this team.
I can't pick Nebraska.
Nobody does.
I can't pick Nebraska to lose. We're gonna go 24 Nebraska.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be really close, guys. I would not be surprised if the first quarter it's a little ugly for Nebraska. I can see in my heart of hearts, I see Nebraska trying to play catch up and be playing from behind in the second half, and I worry that they're going to fall just short.
All those things are possible. Like I said, I don't know what to pick. I'm picking Nebraska because I want my squad to win.
100%.
But I don't know what to expect from this at all. I just don't know. That's what I'm saying. 2017. Garbologist just typed in. Yeah, 20. I just don't know what to expect. I don't.
Yeah. I'm picking Tristan Albano.
Here we go. Okay. Here we go.
It's time for Raff's Good Take. It's time for Raff's Good Take. It's time for Raff's Good Take right now.
All right, everybody. Today's Raff's Good Take goes out to everybody that made Volleyball Day in Nebraska a smashing success yesterday. All the teams, all the staffs, all the workers that helped put Memorial Stadium together. I saw that the staff from Bob Devaney was over there putting the court together. The people flying the drones, Big Ten Network, everybody that put it together and made it so amazing. So that's my Raff's Good Take for today.
I love it, man. Raff, you're spot on, man. Randy Goebel and his entire team, everybody that took part in that helped. Thank you very much. I'm not sure what that was, Raff, but nevertheless.
I coughed, but I have these ear pods in, so I don't know. How do you do that when you cough?
What are they called?
It sounded like a stormtrooper coughing through his helmet, but nevertheless, AD Attitude Adjustment is sponsored by Creative Life Choices. IOC is hiring for direct support professionals all over the state of Nebraska, full-time, part-time, days, evenings, and weekends. Help ensure a meaningful life for the people you support and helping to achieve their hopes and dreams. Apply at lc.net/careers. And folks, speaking of attitude adjustment, I'm taking it back to last night, man. And what I mean by that is this, man. I've shared this a couple days ago. Be in the moment. And I shared that post, that quote by Dr. Benjamin Mays, the former president of Morehouse University. Life is just a minute, just a tiny little minute. Didn't choose it, but can't refuse it because eternity is in it. Last night was an amazing moment. And whatever those moments.
I'm so
that's
sorry.
All right. That was a moment too soon, but
Oh my
nevertheless,
gosh,
that was a
scared
moment.
me.
Kind of scared me, actually.
I misread the number. I'm sorry. Everybody jumped in their cars.
Yes.
There we go. Hopefully
Enjoyed those
ran
moments
off the
today,
road.
folks. We had a great moment last night for Nebraska sports. The whole state. It was a great event for the country as far as that goes. But folks, these moments today, it is game day. I mean, you don't get many firsts. This is the first game day in the new rule era. So we'll see what happens. But be in this moment, enjoy it. And we thank you for enjoying these moments for us for the past 90 of them, as far as that goes. So
Yep.
appreciate you. Raff, take us home.
We finally made it, fellas.
We made it.
We finally
All
made
right,
it.
everybody. Tonight's the night, 7:00. I predict there will be one onside kick tonight, just to surprise everybody.
Hey, by the way, we got 10 seconds here. Join us, Warhorse, 4 to 7 p.m. Take it away, Raff. Got 10 seconds here.
All right. We will talk to you tomorrow, recapping the game. Have a great day. We'll talk to you later.
Global is hiring. Sandhill.jobs for more